Hello students, now we will study the continuation part of the lesson, the alchemy of nature. Let's start with the continuation part. Next, we went to a rocky beach and saw the spread of the majestic ocean and the rocks alongside, carved, sculpted and shaped by the water. Water is so gentle, rock so hard, yet as the water flows over it every day for years, the rocks gives in. It takes the shape that the water commands. Our problems are so colossal and we are so small, yet if we persist. Here, colossal means to continue doing something in a determined way. Persist means extremely large. Further, the writer talks about a rocky beach where the water of the majestic ocean is gentle but has the power to shape the rocks as it consistently flows over them for years. Similarly, our problems may be big, but if we stay determined, we might just be able to overcome them. We saw small bits of grass peeping through the small cracks. Here, cracks means very narrow opening in a concrete pavement. Here, concrete means a construction material made with a mixture of cement, water, sand and stone. It left us thinking, however impossible things may look, there is always an opening. The writer talks about the small bits of grass. She says that the small bits of grass are strong enough to grow through the cracks of the concrete pavement. We too can find opportunity. No matter how impossible things may seem, we can always find a way. We saw a tree bare of all leaves in the cold winter month. We thought its chapter was over. But 3 months passed, spring set in, and the tree was back to its green majesty once again, full of leaves, flowers, birds and life. What if we too had the conviction that however difficult things are right now, it will not remain so forever. Remember, this too shall pass. Here, a tree that has lost all its leaves in winter turns green at the onset of spring. We too should have faith that no matter how difficult things appear to be, they would eventually get better. The writer says that we should always have a positive attitude in times of adversity. If we are discouraged by our problems, we won't be able to find a solution for it. Things, situation, circumstances and even times change. Just like the example of the tree in the text, we should not lose hope in life. The tree stood barren in the cold winter month, and its patience was rewarded with greenery and flowers in the spring. Similarly, if we look forward towards a better tomorrow, we too shall be rewarded with something good in the future. The statement also holds true for the good times. Even the happiest of day won't last. They too shall pass. Therefore, the statement is a beautiful way of expressing the value of time and the power of being hopeful. The writer mentions that an army of ants carry a fly which is 10 times its size, and this is possible only because they are consistent, organized and focused. The writer asks the question, which is the question, what if we too are consistent, organized, focused? Here the writer asks this question to us and suggests that we should be consistent, organized and focused like the army of ants. She says that by being so, we too can overcome our problems by following the values of teamwork and perseverance. We saw an army of ants lugging a fly. Here lugging means pulling something with effort because it is heavy. A fly which was at least 10 times the ant's size. The ants organized themselves around the fly, lifted it on frail. Here frail means weak or easily damaged or harmed. So it lifted it on frail feelers and carried it to quite a distance. Their teamwork and perseverance. Here perseverance means continued effort and determination. So their continued effort and determination were impressive. What if we too are consistent, organized, focused? Spiders' webs are delicate yet very strong. A rainbow colors the entire sky. Oysters take in a grain of sand, they open up with a pearl. Innumerable stars shine across the infinite sky. Clouds take new shapes with every passing moment. The wind makes trees dance with unhindered passion. Water, without hint ego, changes its form according to the dictates of the sun and the wind. When we see a caterpillar turn into a butterfly, a flower turns into a fruit, we experience the alchemy of nature. We touch it and become gold ourselves. An oyster turns a grain of sand into a pearl. What we learn from the oyster example? What we learn? We learn that we can convert the smallest of opportunities into colossal victories. If we try hard enough, we can make the best of every situation. The writer expresses that everything in nature, right from spiders to oyster, from stars and clouds to the wind and the trees, possess a quality that we need to imbibe. Nature does succeed in its alchemy. We can witness this alchemy when a flower turns into a fruit and caterpillar turns into a butterfly. The alchemy of nature is such that it urges people to become the best version of themselves.